Everybody, so welcome back once again. Last session, you all met up with your old friend Pickles, the Tabaxi Pirate, and began your journey through the Sea of Fallen Stars in search of Zikrin's laboratory. A quick reminder about that. Zikrin, you are all looking for him because the defenses of Candlekeep that went down that allowed the breach that caused all of that shenanigans over the past weeks or so. The only individual with the knowledge and power to bring those defenses down was a Genasi wizard by the name of Zikrin, as he's the one who helped create them. Kravis and Flattergast went out looking for him, and now that it is revealed that Flattergast is a little bit less than a good guy, Zikrin is now missing, and Flattergast and Kravis are also MIA. So through one of the books that you found in Flattergast's office, you were able to track Zikrin's laboratory to the Sea of Shining Stars, and with the help of a very helpful genie trapped within that book, you are now well on your way to discovering Zikrin's laboratory here in the Sea of Fallen Stars. But first, you all had to find a way to traverse the sea, and so you are now riding with Pickles. However, Pickles has been quite busy over the course of the past weeks and months, however long since you all met with him last, and was on the run from some beings in the Sea of Swords, and so decided to come to the Central Sea, and forgot that he also had some people that had some not so fond memories of him here as well. And it is just after an encounter with one such person, a Merid, a water elemental genie, that was acquainted with Pickles. He stopped you all and wanted words with Pickles, but you all were able to quite thoroughly stop him in his tracks and force him to the negotiation table on pain of, at the very least, complete humiliation. So, that is where we pick up. You all have subdued Sultan Najun, the Merid, and he has agreed to parley with you all aboard Pickles' vessel. So, aboard the Yarnball 2, just outside of the Lake of Dragons, entering into the Sea of Fallen Stars. That is where we pick up today. All right. All right, everybody. So, Sultan Najun, after being released from his captivity, slowly floats down to the deck after agreeing to cease hostilities. There are still quite a few giant sharks, elementals surrounding the ship, although they have backed off quite a bit.
The anchor is also circling.
Nice. Down with the sharks.
Yes.
All right. So, Sultan Najun comments that Pickles has gotten some pretty interesting friends working with him now. And says, well, I suppose that he would say that he supposes that safe passage through the Sea of Fallen Stars is a decent exchange for essentially you all letting him get out of this.
Microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you knew Pickles for how many years?
50, he said.
50. Holy crap. How?
What life is this cat on?
Yeah, I just turned to Pickles. How old are you?
He starts pulling at his paws and starts counting. And Sultan Najun, he has trouble remembering, but when I first met him, he was already on his 6th life.
Jeez. Okay, we gotta protect him.
Pickles, yeah.
Yeah, Pickles protect at all costs.
So Pickles is
Probably out of
still
9.
counting on his paws, and he's like, so the first one was 40 years, the second one was another 60, and I had like right around like 304, I think.
Holy shit.
No, 305. Yeah, 5. June.
Accuracy is important.
You contain depths within you that I knew not existed, Pickles. Keep on keeping on.
Nijun says, don't encourage him. He's just one of the luckiest beings that I have ever encountered.
Oh, I will encourage him forever. Anyways, who actually wants to do the negotiation with this guy?
So, Nijun, we are not in the sea of Fallen Stars by accident. We are actually searching for a location. The laboratory of a wizard known as Zikrin.
So as you say Zikrin, he mirrors the word and also nods and says Zikrin. He says that he knew that representatives from Candlekeep would come looking for him eventually. He has been up to some rather interesting experimentations in his seaside cave.
Have you been to his laboratory?
Say that he's not been there, but there has been quite a bit of elemental activity surrounding it, enough to draw Najun's attention to at least keep an eye on it and be aware that if there was any major events, that was probably the central point of it.
Would you know if Zikrin is there now?
He says that he does not know. He hasn't checked in on the establishment in well over a 10-day.
Do you know if there are any particular hazards we need to be aware of?
You would say that not that he's aware of, just the general hazards and threats of the Sea of Fallen Stars. Perhaps some increased elemental activity around the area, but aside from that, no more dangerous there than anywhere else in the sea. At least as far as Najun knows.
What about
In
dragons?
any case, we are going.
He
Like-
says the Sea of Fallen Stars is rife with them.
Okay, but we've heard that Zikrin tends to attract dragons.
Najun would not be able to speak to that, although he does know that there are several dragon flights that are in that area.
Would we be able to track one down?
You want to track a dragonflight?
Yeah, for what reason?
I don't know. Maybe we could make a deal with them for Zikrin's treasure for help.
The problem is well, I don't know if they would be inclined to bring some of the individuals in alive that we have been ordered to try to question and bring in. After all, it's a lot more simpler to just breathe fire upon everything in there than it is to negotiate.
Zikrin would say that the dragons that tend to frequent this area, especially the area around Zikrin's cave, are diverse in their temperaments.
Mm.
But of the many that Najun knows, there's not any one that he could pinpoint as one to contact or try to reach out to.
All right. Worth a shot, but thanks for the info.
Has your storm blown us too far, much off course?
You all haven't moved since the moment Najun showed up. In fact, your boat came to a screeching halt. And as you bring that up, Najun would kind of reach out a hand, and a small little whirlpool of water would bring to him a small iron anchor. Fits in the palm of his hand. And he says that for besting him, and for proving that you are at least loyal friends of his old friend Pickles, he does hand it over to you.
Hey,
Hmm.
a new pet.
And what is this?
That is a Qual's feather token of the anchor. He would explain to you how it works and what it can do, all of that kind of stuff as he hands it over to you. And here it is.
Oh, actual feather.
Pretty.
He would touch the token to the ship again as he hands it over to you to release the ship. The ship would immediately lurch forward and begin its travel in the towards the to the east again.
Nice way to keep
Interesting
somebody
item.
in place.
Cool.
It says when the effect ends, the token disappears.
This particular one, sorry, I meant to adjust that. This particular one does not. It can be used once. I believe I had it written, once a 10-day it can be used. So once it's been used once, it can be reused 10 days later.
Okay.
If somebody wants
nice.
to, I'll go ahead and adjust that real quick. So, Najun says that if you have no further use of him, you do have safe passage through his waters going forward. He does ask that you all keep an eye on Pickles, and he says that with a multi-layered tone to it. Like, make sure he doesn't fuck with any of my stuff anymore, but also make sure he stays safe.
Understood.
We intend to do our best in that endeavor.
Yeah, he tends
Don't
to
worry.
get out of it pretty easily, but we'll do our best.
Pickles is hanging off the front of the ship, dangling a piece of hardtack in front of a shark.
Yeah. We'll do our best. Do we want to get the red dot to get him back up?
Najun would also show you exactly on the map where the lab is.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Do we get a pointer?
What do you mean?
Is it on the
Thumbtack.
map?
Oh,
Or
I'm
I mean, you don't have to. I was just curious.
question: Has the Sultan has he actually been in this lab, or is it just he only knows where its location is at?
he just
said
knows
he
where it
hadn't
is.
been in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then, with any luck, we will be able.
Sorry.
Well, with any luck, we'll be able to get there in relative peace after this, and be able to find our quarry.
Yep.
Onwards, adventure. Hoist the sails, man the thingamabob.
Man the thingamabobs. Alright, much better as white.
At 150 miles, roughly.
For a
For
couple
the
days.
love of the gods.
They did say that it was once you left the Lake of Dragons, it was 3 days sail to the east.
Yeah.
Can I just pick up Pickles and put him back on the steering wheel?
Yeah.
Boop. There you go. No more sharks for you.
That one's name was Sam.
Oh, you could talk to them?
No.
Oh.
Say goodbye to Sam.
Yeah, say goodbye to Sam. We'll probably see Sam again. Eventually. Maybe never. But we've got a heading. Can you get us there?
He nods and says absolutely and turns the boat in the wrong direction.
Oh.
Buddy.
I think you want to go that way.
He would say that he knows that and that he was just testing you.
Yeah. A fair assessment. Now, onwards!
He heads in the right direction.
Yay.
All right, everyone. So you have about a day and a half to 2 days of travel at sea before you reach the lab. You have been guaranteed safe passage and safe weather for your decision not to just kill the Merid.
I assume we can take our long rest.
Yes, you may.
Awesome.
Whoa.
Are we in danger?
Now that music was just a little too calm. I find myself even when I put a song on, I find myself matching my own tones to it, and it just wasn't fitting the vibe. That's better. All right, everyone. So you can all take your long rests.
Again.
Anyone doing anything specific while you are sailing?
Well, Uskar still needs to. He's still working on learning how to, or getting that expertise or that proficiency in water vehicles. So he's gonna be sitting with Pickles, learning how to drive a boat.
Okay.
You know, just in case.
Someone's gotta.
Mm-hmm.
Despite our guarantee of safe passage, I will be using Argoth for aerial scouting.
Okay.
Relevay's probably just playing music. Some sea shanties.
Nice.
Who's up?
Okay. All right, everyone. So, after a day or two of travel, you do eventually begin to close in on the location pointed out to you all by Sultan Nejun.
We
So
see the column of coral.
you do in fact see the coral spire. The spire itself rises up out of the water just off the coast. Its base is at sea level and is 10 feet across. It tapers off to a point nearly 40 feet above the water. The water around it is clear. The waves gently lap up against a cave mouth you can see extends to. The area itself is surrounded by a very dense coral reef. Pickles may be a bit foolhardy, but even he knows not to sail his ship into such treacherous areas. About how far off? good maybe 30 feet from the coral spire itself is the entrance to this cave mouth, and it is only accessible by disembarking the ship. There are a few rowboats that you all can take, or you can swim or fly, however you want to. But Pickles does say that he cannot get the ship any closer.
That is understandable.
Well, I can definitely
Right.
fly. I assume we can see a cave on
Yes,
the shore.
indeed. Directly to the east of the spire
Well,
is an opening. The cave itself, you all can see kind of into it from now. It appears to be underwater.
Like you have to go underwater to go into the cave.
Like you can't see the floor of the cave mouth. It is submerged.
Okay, but there is space between the ceiling
Yes,
and
you
the
can
water.
make it in
Okay,
without having to submerge.
I was worried about that.
I mean, do you guys have to breathe under? You guys can't breathe underwater?
Uh,
Uskar would just
Aw.
scowl. Uskar would just scowl at you.
hey, does anyone want an emergency spell of some sort?
what sort do you
Uskar-
Polymorph? For fly?
Uskar can turn himself into a dolphin, though.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
just
thank
fly.
God! At least
the
you're
question is-
civilized, Uskar.
Do we want to take a boat as well?
I would suspect so, just in case we need to load something upon it.
Each boat can
before
safely
we begin.
carry 3 of you.
Well, if we, I mean, we can just, we can take one boat. One of us that's flying can like tow it along if necessary.
We can use the feather to keep it from disappearing without us, or anyone else using it.
But it hadn't been 10 days since it was used last.
That is a fact. It will be 10 days before you can use it again.
But I'm sure once we get the boat in the cave, it's not going to go anywhere. In worst case, one of us will fly back out.
I have this magical material called a rope.
Wow.
Eat a dick.
I've got some of that too.
Can you-
Oh,
Any magical properties of this?
Do-
Rope.
Have the time.
How far is it from where we are now to the cave mouth?
From the boat to the cave mouth, you're looking at a good 50 to 60 feet from the ship to the cave mouth. The
Okay.
coral spire rises out just ahead of the cave itself.
Argoth, check it out. And Argoth will begin flying over and into the cave mouth.
Okay.
Staying within 100 feet of me, so
Okay.
he'll only go in about 40 or 50 feet.
So Argoth would see a flooded cave entrance. There are some corpses bobbing around near the entrance. Might have been washed up there. They're flying in deeper. There is what looks to be some rather damp sleeping quarters, and then a shut and barred door in the sleeping quarters.
I pass that information along. Argoth will wait there for us, invisibly.
Argoth hear anything from the door?
Can Argoth hear anything at the door?
Make a perception check for him. Okay. So he doesn't hear anything, but on his way in, he did notice quite a few scratch marks on the surfaces leading into the cave and on the coral spire. Very large scratch marks, as if a creature landed atop them and then clawed his way into the cavern.
Like a dragon?
Like a dragon.
Yeah, like a dragon. So the cave kind of ends at where those sleeping quarters are?
Yes, there is a barred door that leads further into the complex.
Right, but it's not like the sleeping quarters are off to the side and like the rest of the cave continues on or anything.
Right.
Okay. How deep is the water right there?
It varies. As far does Argoth enter the water to check?
Yes, he will transform into a toad with a swim speed and go check it out.
Nice. So the water varies. The flooded cave near the entrance, it is deep enough to require swimming through it. I would say the water in the main portion of the cave is probably about 7 to 8 feet deep. There is a flooded chamber that is considerably deeper, well over 20 feet deep, too deep for Argoth to see very well once he gets near the bottom.
Well, he has 120-foot dark vision and a swim speed, so I would...
Okay, so we'll call it at least 60 feet deep.
Okay.
It's like a tide chamber.
Yeah.
Do we go in, or does Argoth go in?
Yeah, let's check out that chamber.
It's just a deep tidal chamber. It's just like
Okay,
like a runoff.
Right, there's nothing like hiding in it, is what he's
Right, there's
checking.
nothing in there.
Going back to the damp sleeping quarters, the door, is there a gap under it?
There is not.
Okay.
And where are the scratch marks leading up to the door?
There are scratch marks on the coral spire just outside of the cave
Okay.
entrance, and then in certain spots along the walls inside.
Okay.
Like claw mark scratches, or
Yeah.
Claw marks.
possibly from a dragon.
Possibly from a dragon.
Very much.
That could then get small enough to go through a locked door.
You know, maybe an adult bronze dragon.
Yeah, maybe. They can shape change. Yeah, I'm in favor of invading this dragon lair.
You would be.
Yes.
Wait, but isn't this Zikrin's lab?
Yes, this
Supposed
is
to
supposed to be Zikrin's lab. So, I mean, there may not be a dragon there at all. The dragon may have come in, sniffed about for Zikrin, and then left again. Who knows?
Maybe it got the treasure.
One way to
for it.
find out.
Yeah.
Yep.
To open
So
this door.
how do you all approach?
I'm standing far away.
Well, we have
Okay.
to get there. We're still on the boat right now.
Correct.
I'm still on the ship.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
still on the ship.
Okay.
Okay.
Who needs to travel by boat into the cave?
Me.
Can everyone else
I'm going
freaking
to-
fly besides me and Adso?
and
I
the
can, but it's-
defender.
Mine only last an hour
Truthfully, Releve is going to go in the water. She's not.
or 10 minutes. Mine only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, mine only lasts 10 minutes, but I could do it several times. So,
Okay, so Adso and Uskar on a boat, the rest of you flying or swimming? Sound right?
yeah, I'm gonna fly in.
Yes.
Yeah. Before we hit the ground, I'm gonna give Grumps a little bead of timey-wimey magic. That is the spell polymorph.
Cool.
As in, he can cast polymorph, or
Yep.
he's
He will be able to
okay.
cast polymorph.
Awesome.
So are we polymorphing your familiar?
No, he'll be able to polymorph one of you guys in a pinch.
I will be casting.
You want
Gift of
T-Rexes?
Alacrity.
Because that's how you get T-Rexes.
Or ants. We could have ants.
We could have
Giant
ants.
There we go.
All right,
Come
everybody.
on,
So
Pam.
getting the boats together and launched, or boat, I should say, the rest of you taking to the sky, Releve diving into the water. You all do make it to the cave mouth. So the cave situates you all. So
Releve's having a ball.
all right, so yeah, the coral spire was rising up in front of, in between all of you there, just off the coast. Its base at sea level is 10 feet across. It tapers out to a point 40 feet above the water. Through the clear, gentle waves, you all can see that it extends down into a coral reef that would destroy seafaring vessels that dared to sail into it. Directly east of the spire is the opening to the flooded cave.
Does this spire look like it was naturally made, or like somebody made it, put it there?
You can make a nature check.
Sure. Because I'm good at that.
Druid.
Who hates nature?
I mean, a coral spire that's 40 feet tall means that it grew when the water was 40 feet deeper than it is now.
Uskar, you cannot tell if it is of natural or magical design.
Can I make an Arcana check or something?
Sure. Okay. It does not appear to be magical in nature.
Okay. It's natchy.
Do 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 do.
Onwards.
Onwards. Can't move the boat.
Anyone want to do the honors?
I like how Adso's rowing and Uskar's up front.
Yeah. I'm trying the best I can.
All right, so
Master plebe.
You-
Well, if
you-
you weren't
Still
so
defender
dense.
anywhere on the map.
Uskar, you want to you all want to pilot the boat and row it into the cavern?
Probably a little. He can't get out of the. The whole idea was to not have to swim.
Yeah, there's land over
You
there.
ask your. Why don't you use your druid powers to ask the animal friends of the water to pull
my
our
God.
boat? You fucking druid.
You have your powers. Use them.
He completely ignores all of you.
Nathaniel is the steel defender also on the boat.
He's walking on the bottom of the water of the ocean.
Oh,
60
oh no,
feet.
I figured the still. I figured the still defender would be on the boat.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh no.
Make the steel defender row.
Yeah.
That's actually what I thought about doing.
There.
So there, he's rowing.
Row.
Row, row, row your boat.
Okay. I need a dexterity saving throw from the steel defender. From the steel defender, as he tries to pilot this little boat into this very thin space.
Come on. You can do
Don't
it.
embarrass
yeah,
us.
you can do it.
Okay.
You did it.
You did indeed.
He is well crafted.
Woot.
All right, Alistair. Now that you are in there, you get a better look at that cavern.
Yeah, what can I tell
bodies.
about these bodies floating in the water?
So
Uh-oh.
this cave has a 12-foot high ceiling and rough natural walls. The water that flows into the cave it varies. In some places it's 6 feet deep. In some places it's 4, and in some places it goes as deep as 8. It seems like it's just an uneven floorscape. So varies from 4 to 8 feet either way, without a swim speed, it is difficult terrain. A nook in the northeast corner has one of those bodies kind of bobbing up and down, and there's a few others kind of strewn about. They appear to have been together. Their dress and attire is very similar to one another. But that's all you can really tell without a closer inspection.
I will
It's gonna.
I'll
send out
try
a
to
mage
use
hand and poke one.
Do you all move your boat further in?
Is it undead?
Arr.
It does not stir when the mage hand pokes it. We just need another dexterity saving throw from the steel defender to get it into this little place if you all want to go in there.
Sure thing.
Okay.
19.
Yeah. Able to get into the cavern successfully.
What is the light situation in here?
It is dark.
Huh.
Do you want to do your light spell?
Nathaniel's going to use one of the little things that he had used with that he put that continual flame spell on, and just undo one of those things that's clipped to his harness.
Okay, so that's 40 feet total, right? 20 and 20?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, does someone have Rigel's wings of flying?
No, Rigel does.
Rigel.
No. Rigel gave them to
Drayla
Drayla,
has
and
it.
Drayla took
Oh.
off with them.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I
We gave
did-
all the magic items to
I-
Brayla, and then she left us.
Something came up.
Okay. Is there any solid? So I'm going to examine one of these bodies right quick, just to see if I can determine cause of death.
So, Nathaniel, make an investigation check. Medicine would also be appropriate if anyone wants to determine how they died.
Check. Checky check.
Is that not going across? No, it's
Nice.
not. Hold on a second here.
You're not sure, Releve, but they may have drowned.
Okay, so you know the Little Mermaid when Scuttle checks the prince's foot for a heartbeat?
Oh yeah.
That has happened.
Nice.
Okay. Why is that not sending over for my D&D Beyond sheet?
I had to refresh roll 20 and it was fine.
Okay, let me just do a little something right quick and see. If you want, I rolled a 14, but it only rolled once, so
I just wasted a crit on a test.
Son of a bitch.
Who knows? You can get another quit right now.
okay, let's retry this and see if it.
So you got a
works.
14 on your original roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nathaniel, with the 14, as you're going over these bodies, you can tell that, as mentioned before, they do all appear to be wearing similar clothing, hinting that they might have been together in whatever venture they were in. Nathaniel, as you're going over the bodies, it appears, oddly enough, that none of them appear to have been in any fights. None of them appear to have any outward wounds on them. It's almost as if they just laid down, and when the tide came in, just allowed themselves to drown. And
Ooh.
Nathaniel, as
Creepy.
you kind of investigate and look over one of the bodies and moving it around, one of their eyes opens. And
Yep.
while the body itself does not move, the face seems to pull away from the corpse, and you can see directly through it as an incorporeal being snarls at you and opens its mouth to let loose this horrid wail.
I don't like that.
Any
And
idea what
I
the
like that.
wailing thing is?
Well, you all will have all the time in the world to find out
After we roll initiative.
after we roll initiative.
Fucking
Yes.
hell.
Yes. Boo.
Boo!
Ouch.
Where are you, Int? There you are. Releve, you suck.
Oh, there's still a water elemental in there. Looks like I forgot to clear it from last time. Whoa. Okay. Everybody re-roll, and you can adjust them to your previously rolled initiative.
Thank
What if we don't want to?
New one
Yeah,
better.
I think we rolled pretty bad. I
Mine
didn't
was
roll
a-
that much better.
Mine is about the same no matter what. I rolled.
Oh wait, it wasn't
We're coming out
Have my-
in there.
self-selected. Oh man.
Gotta change that 27 at so.
I am just not happy with the music I picked out for this session. Ah.
I can't even hear it. Maybe it's because my sound settings are fucked up again.
It's
Excuse
very
me.
forlorn.
Yeah. Like the ocean scene was too
forlorn.
like happy, and this one was just sad. Like I don't know what I was thinking. Oh well. Luckily, I have my good trusty fallback fight tracks to go to.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
Okay, so fittingly enough, the one that goes first is the one that Nathaniel was disturbing. So, Nathaniel, it lets loose that forlorn wailing, and it begins to echo throughout the cavern. And this noise, this sound, sounds like multiple people crying out. And I need you, Nathaniel, to make a wisdom saving throw, please. That's a tough call. It's early.
Yeah, but ultimately, I got a feeling that
You want some help?
I got a feeling that I'm probably going to want to use it at this point because this
So,
cannot
Chronal
be
Shifts?
good.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Okay. So he gets to remake a save.
Oh my god. You.
You should have. I am not really.
See,
fond
now
of
this
you
is a
having
good
done
question
that.
because I'm inclined to say that since you
Like, I was gonna
re-rolled,
burn it. Yeah.
that's a risk.
Uh,
That's kind of a
Nah.
interesting.
Go
yeah.
ahead. Hit me. Let's see what happens.
Best shot.
Okay. So what do you all
What's
think
the
about
worst
that?
that can happen?
Well, yeah. Okay.
I hit,
Right, death.
I hit the button to roll it. So
Okay.
let's
Okay,
not
so
switch
yeah.
this forward
So
in
so we'll go ahead and do that. So this hasn't come up before, but when we do a chronal shift or a silvery barbs or whatever it may be to change results, we will run the inspiration off of the new results as well. Does that work for everyone?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Nathaniel, you begin to see these terrible visions of 4 individuals who were fighting amongst themselves. And as you're seeing this, you see a fifth individual who was engaged in this argument. And at one point during this argument, they all just sat down in this tidal chamber, and the fifth walked away. You take 19 psychic damage. Furthermore, these memories leap out of you and to Releve, Adso, and Uskar as well. They each take 12 psychic.
Bullshit.
Alistair.
All I know is these things are attacking. So, yeah, we're just gonna go with the Old Faithful.
Blast.
One. Oh. Why can't I select anything? Yeah. Oh. Roll 20 is going slow. So that one that I just pinged, Elder's Blast.
Which one?
The one to
Southernmost.
yeah, the southernmost one right here.
Got it. 15 hits.
15 hits, so 10 force, 4 bludgeoning, 15 feet straight away from me.
Okay.
And
It's as far as
do
it
it
can
again.
go. 28 is another good hit for 13.
Actually, the Genie's Wrath is only on one attack per.
Got it, so for
So-
9.
9. And yeah, and I am gonna back up to here.
Okay.
And Argoth is gonna fly to here invisibly. Okay.
Adso, one of the ghosts rises up out of one of the corpses and begins looking around. This individual was an elvish woman. She's waterlogged. There seems to be water pouring away from her body as she turns and looks around, and her gaze settles on you, Adso, and she begins to drift towards you. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. Oh, possession. Do I get my advantage on this?
For what?
My spell effect advantage.
What is that from again?
LaRue.
You'll have to remind me. What was the charm?
It gave me advantage against spell-like effects. Or slash spells, magic resistance, basically.
Okay. This isn't a spell, so I would say no. This would not give you advantage. I know I gave you all those boons. Did you write specifically down which one I gave you, just so I can reference it later? Because I know I gave you that. I just don't remember exactly what it does.
There we go. Shoot. 5 up. 4. I think it was like LaRue's protection.
It was the same thing that gave Brayla the horn. Everybody got special little charms to use.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was health, which is one I got. Protection, resistance, understanding, Valhalla, and vitality. So Adso got resistance.
Okay. And how did that read?
Blessing of resistance is what I wrote down.
You're the DM.
I do remember asking everybody to write these down because I
Oh.
did not. There wasn't
I know.
there wasn't
I wrote mine
specific.
down.
There's not like an item I can drag and drop in
Down
for
mine.
these.
Yeah,
And then
'cause
all I wrote-
I created an item for mine. I believe that's didn't you make a feat for yours?
Yep, I made a feat for it. But I just said Blessing of LaRue. Advantage on saves versus spell-like effects.
Okay, so if it is spell effects, then this is not a spell effect. So go ahead and make your charisma save, and I will find the page that I referenced for that, for those boons.
Oh, thank God.
You are not possessed. Uskar, you're up.
Sure as I
That is
see
good.
this stupid jerk behind him, and he's gonna just try to poke him in the face. Attack 1. Hey.
23 hits for sure.
Ooh, hold on. Minus the superiority die, that's the 7, so it's just 2. So it's just 13. And we're doing it again. 11 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
It does not.
I think that's all the fun stuff he can do for now.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so they're blessings. They're just blessings from the DMG. And Adso, you have the Blessing of Magic Resistance. You have advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects.
Oh.
Spells
Okay.
and other magical effects is the key clause there, Adso. So,
I'm gonna edit it.
that is interesting. I'll have to do a deep dive on what's considered a magical effect. Gallo, this one here, Uskar. It also begins to let out these wails, and you get this glimpse of several people sitting down in a cave as it slowly fills up with water.
I'm gonna
I need
save.
you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. I'm gonna take that 19.
Okay?
I don't want to hurt everybody else around me.
Alright. Adso, you're up.
Okay. Oof. This is tough. I'm guessing these guys are resistant to necrotic.
They do appear a bit ghosty.
Yeah.
Might be even immune.
Yeah, very much immune. You know, for the time being. Oof, I can't do that in one round. This is tough. Let's let's try. Oh god, everyone's so grouped up together.
Fireball.
Can't do an AoE. I can't do an AoE.
I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
You know what? I just want to get that guy away from me. So I'm gonna use Dissonant Whispers on it.
Excellent choice, Relevé's for
Wisdom save result is only a 12.
Okay. 6 psychic damage, but it does have to move away.
Okay.
I am not using my reaction to attack it.
Can the defender use a reaction?
Oof.
Would have passed right by the Steel Defender and Adso. And Uskar.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You
Uskar's
two-
gonna.
You two
Uskar's
do
gonna
it.
for sure be doing that.
Nice.
17
17 hits.
with a trip attack. Oof, that's terrible. Didn't you say we could re-roll our shitty one? Oh no, it's on crits.
On
Never mind.
crits.
It's on crits.
Yeah.
It's alright.
And I believe you said that the Steel Defender got an opportunity attack as well.
That it did.
I'll take a swing.
Right.
I don't think that 11's gonna hit though.
It is not. Actually, 11 just hits.
Oh, lovely.
They're just,
My
they're just
11
views. Wait,
My
you got
11 didn't hit because it was but it was a 1. I
You
have
were
a
swinging.
plus
You were
10 to
swinging at a
hit.
different creature.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
7
scarier
force
one.
damage.
All right. Releve. I'm sorry, Adso. Was there anything else?
Yeah, seeing that guy's really close up, Grumps is gonna disengage.
Okay.
Run away.
I want to be able to get out of here just in case. And Grumps is my get out of jail free card.
Right. Okay, Releve.
Okay. So, Releve, the one in front of her, like she's in the water. Is it also in the water with her?
So yes. You're floating right next to a corpse, so it would float up right out of that, and if you were underwater, it would face you underwater.
Excellent. Okay. Releve is going to cast Sacred Flame at it.
Okay.
DC 16 deck save.
Dex save result is a 13.
It's going to take the 10 radiant damage. How's it looking?
Pretty healthy.
So she's just going to say, just Sune's blessing upon you, and then roll up her sleeves where her illusionist bracers are now visible and cast it again.
Nice.
Okay, Alistair's gonna mug Releve to steal those bracers.
Alistair can try.
All right. So another wisdom, another dex save. Dex save result on the second one is another 13 for another 11 radiant.
Yes.
Awesome.
So there's just bright lights under the water where Releve is messing up some ghost.
Nice.
All done. Nathaniel. Bonus action. I'm sorry. Bonus action. Let's give Nathaniel a bardic inspiration
Nice.
with a even underwater. She just tells him, "Beat its ass," and a little heart-shaped light is now over his head like he's a sim.
Nice.
What size is the bardic inspiration currently?
8.
D8. Okay. Well, at this
double
close
check.
range, Nathaniel is going to draw his Serpent's Fang sword and take a couple of swings at this thing.
15 hits.
7 slashing for one hand, and I'm assuming it's.
It does not take any poison damage, unfortunately.
Okay. So we're going to go with swing number 2.
23 is a good hit.
And I'll hang on to that inspiration.
7,
So
okay.
7 slashing. So it's 1 slash up through it, then just bring it back down on the just bring it back down, and another slash across it
Nice.
as I cower behind my shield.
All right.
Now that does bring me to my still defender. How deep is the water in this area?
Anywhere between 4 and 8 feet.
Okay.
Difficult terrain all the way through.
Okay. If he hops off the boat and tries to attack one of these things, would he be able to reach them?
Yeah, I would say he could.
So. So he's probably going to do is hop off here. So he's not having to move, and he is going to try to attack this one in front of Uskar right quick.
Okay. 23 is a good hit.
For 23 damage. For 7 force damage.
All right.
I'm just getting a lot of 7s for damage tonight.
Yeah, right? 7, 7, 7.
At least it's not 1, so.
It's strange that, everything else is changing. It's just the 7 in the first roll.
Yeah. Ah, well.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Fantastic. So, Releve. This creature, this ghost in front of you. Let me check on something real quick, because she might be able to tell that you are a creature of elemental nature, and her reaction would be different. Yeah. So she kind of glances, looks you over, And she can tell your elemental nature, and you're an air elemental, right?
Yes.
Air elemental? Okay. Interesting. Okay, I don't think that would have very much of an impact on her decision, so I need a charisma saving throw from you.
Okay.
Fuck.
Charisma save.
I'm a bard.
Right? She doesn't know how very good Releve is at those kind of saves, unfortunately. Okay, so nothing happens, Releve. That does bring us back around to the first spirit that was facing off with Nathaniel. Okay. Alright, yep. Nathaniel, it reaches its head back and lets out another one of those mournful howlings. I need you to make that wisdom saving throw again, please.
Oh God, can you please quiet down? Nice.
The protagonists are speaking.
Does a 15 pass or not?
A 15 saves, yes it does.
Okay.
Alright, nothing happens. Alistair.
Alistair. 15, 20, and it's gonna keep blasting that same one he's been blasting,
Okay.
which is by Uskar right now.
Good hit for 13 this time.
So 13. So he will move 5 feet to the left and then 10 feet straight away from me.
So 5 feet this way.
Yeah, 5 feet out of the cave and then 10 feet straight away.
Okay, how are you making it move?
The crusher feet 5 feet any direction.
But then the other one is 10 feet straight away from you, right?
Right.
There is no more straight away from you there. It's very much not straight away from you anymore.
I wasn't sure if it could move to like there. That'd be still kind of straight away. I don't know.
Why are you moving it away from me?
Okay, never mind. I won't move it.
Gotta move back, is it? No, it's after him.
Okay. If I don't move it, I get to shoot it again.
Okay.
So another 12.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move 15 feet straight back over here. And Adso, you hear a voice in your head. Is there anything Argoth can do to help?
I don't know. Give some people like advantage on. Can Argoth give advantage on like saves to everyone?
It's a familiar. So, oh, saves. No, just him.
No. Yeah, and y'all don't have any trouble hitting these things. No, he's just gonna stay out of the way.
Yeah.
Be my eyes. Okay, that's it for me.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. The ghost that was sent running comes flying back in, and I think it's gonna go for Adso, the one who Dissonant Whispers it.
Oh my God, it goes back.
It does. Yeah, it's not
Fuck
going
off.
anywhere.
Fuck off.
All right.
Charisma saving throw.
No, it's on a. That is on a D6 cooldown.
Okay.
All right, but Adso, it rears back up to you after you sent these images and these sounds rushing through its head. It looms over you. It raises up, its body elongating until it looms over you. Its mouth drops and distends into this terrible screaming face. I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay, I'm much better at that. Is this also a spell thing? Or magic?
This one, I would say no. The possession, I would probably allow it, but this one, horrifying visage, no. This is just you being scared senseless.
Okay, I'm scared probably.
Furthermore, I need you to roll a d4. If you're not going to take your advantage, then I need a d4 from you.
Okay. Or, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna roll again. Wisdom.
Okay.
17?
17 is good.
Okay.
Uskar.
He's just gonna try and smack it again. 16.
16's good.
Smack for 17.
Okay.
Do it again. 17
17's good.
for 16.
Okay.
Trying to think if there's anything I want to do. No, I don't have anything fun to do on bonuses, so go ahead.
Okay. Uskar. This time instead of howl, no. It's gonna howl at you again. Let's get that wisdom save.
We're
Hey.
trying to sleep.
All right. Okay. All right. That's him.
I'm gonna stare at that one and see if they can make a Constitution save for momentary stasis. DC is 17.
It does get a 20.
Okay, I'll allow it because I have to. And bonus action. Is there any? There's no spot to actually like Misty Step 2, right?
Unless you want to end up in the water.
Yeah.
Adso would tell you that this way you wouldn't be far from land, but then you might not be able to help out in the fight over there at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Grumps there, so I can't even see that area.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess I have to stay here. Turn.
Releve.
Yeah. Releve is going to rinse and repeat the same attack on the ghosty thing in front of her.
Okay. Dex save. It does succeed this time.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm gonna do it again. Just stand still.
Okay. That is another success, unfortunately.
All right. Let's see. Nathaniel Uskar gets a bardic inspiration. She tells him just to fight, and a little heart appears over his head,
He
glowing.
swats at it.
It swats back.
Hey, we're level. Are you a level 10 druid or not druid? Fucking bard.
Hard.
I'm not a level 10 bard now. I am a
Okay.
8 level bard, 2 level warlock.
Okay. Nathaniel. Oh, yep. Okay.
Well, considering this thing has been so ingracious to just repeatedly scream in my face,
Oh man.
Dying.
These guys are a bad time.
I am going to use that bardic inspiration I have. I don't think.
12 hits.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
So 6 slashing.
Okay.
And we're gonna take a second swing at the thing.
12 hits.
for 11 slashing on it.
All right, better hit.
And the Steel Defender is just going to try to. He's attempting to punch a ghost.
Nice, as one does. 27's a good
Very
hit.
successful at it.
Yeah.
Apparently, he summoned the spirit of Mike Tyson to help him.
Nice.
So that's my turn.
Okay. This one, after its failure with Releve. Damn. Okay. So.
Yay.
Okay. I messed up on this one against Adso, but I'm not going to mess up on it again. I need everybody, except for Alistair, to make wisdom saving throws, as this thing takes on a horrifying visage.
-1. Here we go.
I got an 11.
Would a 12 beat it?
No.
What's the save? So we know, because a bunch of us did badly.
So Releve and Adso, if you were to take your advantage, you would succeed. Uskar, you have already succeeded.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm probably...
Nathaniel is SOL, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll
not
take my advantage.
So not necessarily, I will go ahead and take my advantage, and I'm going to burn one of my flashes of genius to add 4 to that, so it's a 16 total.
You succeed. Alright, all of you succeed. Yes. He's burned the resources. Do it. It's not like there's a dragon in here or anything.
Fucking dragon.
Okay. That is going to bring us to the next creature. The one that's been facing off with Nathaniel. And you know, it is just impractical to do otherwise, so it is going to continue screaming in your face.
Oh my god. Y'all need to chill.
Nathaniel wisdom save. Damn. See, like, it's interesting because like there is an actual attack that this thing has, but the potential of like doing damage to all of you, but the potential being like the possibility being lower, or a higher probability of doing damage to one of you. Like, I like to gamble too much for them kind of odds. All right, so it does fail. Nobody takes any damage. Brings us to Alistair.
Shoot the one you've been shooting. Shoot the one you've been shooting, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, let's just bring those screamy boys down.
28 hits.
So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
14 hit.
14 hits. Another 8.
Or another 8.
All right.
Hi, all.
All right. Here we go again. Oh my god! Uskar! Charisma save.
No!
Charisma save?
Charisma!
No!
No! Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
Good lord.
Uskar.
He's gotta be.
I'm sorry, you all are kicking the shit out of this encounter. I'm happy I get to do something.
You do have a bardic inspiration, my dude.
A D8's not going to get me a 3 up any higher.
That
Hold
is
on,
accurate.
this one's special. Hold on.
What do you mean?
If
Ability
I
check.
fail,
The bardic inspiration die can be rolled again.
This is not an ability check, it is a saving throw.
The creature using the bardic inspiration die gains temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the bardic inspiration die.
Does it specify ability check?
It says saving throw.
Okay. So
Hold on,
you could
hold on.
potentially get 16. Yeah,
So
go ahead and chat the ability.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's coming right now.
Thank you.
I'm lost. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Ability check. The Bardic Inspiration guy can be rolled again. Choose which to use. Attack roll. Saving throw. The creature using the Bardic Inspiration die gains temporary hit points equal to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
yeah,
So
I'm
you
going to
get a-
save it.
Okay.
I don't need the temp HP yet.
Okay.
Okay. Uskar, this overwhelming feeling of just nihilism and just essentially numbness flows over you. The same kind of feeling that would cause 4 people to just sit down and allow themselves to drown. It tips you over the side of the boat and allows you to sink.
Son of a bitch.
Is it still possessing him?
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. The ghost can't be the target of any attack, spell, or other effect. Expect ones that turn undead. Uses Uskar's statistics. All it's going to do is throw Uskar into the water, allow him to sink, and it will not allow him to move.
You son of a bitch.
Uskar begins
This
to
happens to Uskar way too much.
drown. What, the possessions?
No, him not being able to do anything.
Yep.
He
Alright.
gets held or whatever, something happens. So I'll just sit here. It takes like 20 turns to drown him, though.
It does take a while. Okay. I'm checking what you can do right now, Uskar. Okay.
No save against it.
I do believe you get to save against it. I'm checking now.
Every turn?
Target, okay. Session lasts until the body drops to 0 hit points. The ghost has its bonus action of the ghost's turn. Da-da. So much text.
Sorry. Poor Uskar.
It does not say anything about beginning to repeat the saving throw. The possession lasts until the body drops to 0 hit points. The ghost ends it as a bonus action, or the ghost is turned or forced out by an effect like Dispel Evil and Good Spell. When the possession ends, it appears. It doesn't look like there's anything you can do to break out of this. I will drop the text into the chat right now so you all can look over it further while I look up the suffocation rules for Uskar.
A 5th level spell to end it?
Don't bother with the suffocation thing.
Okay. That's okay. It is Uskar's turn, though.
It takes like, because it's something to do with my constitution and all this other shit.
Okay.
I won't be drowning anytime soon.
Creature may hold its breath
like-
for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its con mod. So you have plenty of time. So basically,
I
Uskar
got
can last
4
as long as he
minutes.
needs to. Okay.
Yeah, I got 4 minutes.
Right, so 40 rounds.
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. I don't even have to help you. You're fine.
We all still got to find a way to get it out of him after.
Yeah.
All right.
Reduce him to 0 hit points.
We just tell Uskar that if he doesn't force it out, we're gonna destroy his cigars, and strength will surge through him. We'll drive the ghost
Action
out.
surge.
All right.
Hi!
Fun.
Okay. Adso, it does reach out one of its spectral skeletal hands for you. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
13 necrotic, 13 psychic damage. And the next attack roll or saving throw you make, you gotta subtract a d4 from it. It's a mini bane. Mini bane attached to an attack.
Okay.
Adso, you're up.
So, question. Can I jump? Oh, wait, no, he's over there. So jumping off the boat would get an attack of opportunity, right?
No. No, you wouldn't be exiting its attack range. It
No,
depends on where
jumping
you
off the
go.
boat from this end, yeah.
But that would do it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna move here anyways, so I get the deflection from the from the defender.
Okay.
And let's see. What can I do to it? I don't have any. Well, I guess just Dissonant Whispers again.
On which one?
Dissonant Whispers on the one right next to me.
Saving throw result is a failure, a 7.
Okay. 6 damage and run away.
All
Go
right.
away from me,
It
please.
flies up into this corner, I guess.
Does the defender get an attack of opportunity on that thing?
That he does.
Oh, wrong button.
26 hits.
26.
12 does take him down.
Nice. Oh god. How long does this mini bane last?
Your next saving throw or attack.
Okay, so just forever.
It just
until
is,
it...
yeah. All right, Atso.
That was turn.
All right, brings us back to Releve.
Since Uskar's okay, Releve is going to attack the thing in front of her.
Guiding bolt. It's a good hit.
15 radiant damage.
All right.
And then her bonus action. How is this thing still alive, first of all? Or not totally dead? She's going to whisper into her hands, "Quit fucking around, you're a wizard," and send it to Adzo.
Thank you. That'll offset the mini bane.
Okay. Nathaniel.
I'm given the fact that this one just got hit with a guiding bolt means that I have advantage on an attack
It would.
against it.
That is correct.
We're gonna try to start there for a 23.
23 hits.
Come on now. Let me roll the damage. Why are you highlighting? Come on now. Stop. Well, just let up the little thing where it says rolling, where, like if you hover over one, it says the rolling thing. It's not getting rid of that, so I guess we just got to do it this way right quick. Because we know the poison doesn't matter, so that would suffice. Basically 5 slashing.
Okay.
But what I'm also going to do is use one of my charged Arcane Jolt to do an extra 2d6 force damage to it.
Okay.
Oh, that sucks, too, but I will. But I'm pretty sure the other one is the one that has taken the most damage from me, so I'm going to... So as that passes through that spectral and corporeal part, that sword swing's just going to twirl around and then just slash into that other one.
Okay, good
Nice.
hit.
For 22, for...
All right.
9 points of damage on the one up there that's been hollering. On the Steel Defender... Half speed because it's difficult terrain, correct?
Correct.
5, 10, 15 because he has a 40-foot move speed.
Nice, nice.
And he's going to try to punch another ghost.
Good hit.
9 force damage on that one.
Reminds me of the Critical Role episode when Bo got the ability to punch ghosts.
Okay, so first off, okay. And at this point, everybody has saved against Horrifying Visage, so that is not an option anymore. It is just going to reach out and reach into Nathaniel's chest and try to grab a hold of his heart, Frightener's style. It is an 18 to
Jesus.
hit.
Oh.
It does not hit.
Okay. Has anyone seen Frighteners? Michael J. Fox? Great fucking movie. Okay.
He just kind of swats at it with his shield and knocks the hand away a little bit.
Nice.
Eh.
Eh. Okay, so while that withering touch thing was
trying to fill me up.
I think we're gonna go back to the wisdom saves for Nathaniel.
Oh man. You better make this, dude.
You're making all of them so far,
He didn't make the first one.
right?
Let's see. Wisdom save.
Yep.
Should be coming through. Oh. Well, I did not make that one.
Okay. So who has inspiration left? Just so I'm aware.
I do.
Alistair still does.
Okay.
What left?
Who has inspiration
Oh.
left?
Oh,
Sessional inspiration?
Sessional.
Yeah, I don't.
So just Alistair. Got it. Okay.
Yep.
So, Nathaniel, you take 19 points of psychic. You see the same images, except this time water actually begins to pour out of your mouth. Almost seems to be coming, might even be coming out of your ears and eyes. It's just pouring out from everywhere. And everyone seeing this also takes 13 psychic damage. So that'll be Releve, Adso,
do I
and...
see it? I am underwater.
That was just flavor. It's everybody of my choice within 30 feet of the target.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, just real quick.
Some of his gross water got in my mouth. Now I have psychic damage.
So that is 19 points for Nathaniel and 13 for Releve, Adso, and Alistair.
He can't even,
Just
Doesn't have to
Does
see
Russell-
you.
even know I'm here.
Up to 3 other creatures of the Galar Speaker's choice.
oh,
And I'm pretty sure it knows you're there since somebody's been poking their head out and blasting his buddy.
The
So
13.
13 to Alistair, Adso, and Releve, and 19 to Nathaniel. Those bring us to Alistair.
Alistair is going to move to here. And gonna blast this closest one.
Okay. 15 hits for 12 force, plus the 4, so
Good.
16.
And another 13.
Okay.
Blub, sure.
And I am going to spend 2 sorcery points to quicken another Eldritch Blast.
Okay. 19 hits,
So
and that does
another-
take that one down.
Okay, and then the next beam goes to the one on the other side of Nathaniel. Oh.
I would not use the. I
I'm
wouldn't
not-
use
yeah.
the action.
Yeah, he just takes 9.
Okay.
And I'll move back to here.
Okay. Uskar's ghost keeps him sitting down on the bottom of the pool. Sorry, Uskar. Has to be done. Adso, you're up.
I'm up.
We're up.
All right. You.
The ghost is
know-
all it's trying to do is drown y'all. No big
Okay.
deal, right? It's all it wants.
Grumps is gonna come in. It's gonna cast Polyform on me. I'm gonna turn into a giant shark.
Okay.
Wait, no. First question, guys. Do we want a short rest after this, please?
I don't. It depends upon what happens if we're going to be able
Yeah,
to or not.
we gotta finish
so-
first. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Shark time.
Giant shark.
Yeah, just shout out shark as Grumps touches me. or... or no, before I do that, I cast invisibility, greater invisibility on myself. Then. So now I'm a giant invisible shark.
Oh, that's just terrifying. I hate it.
Yeah, I'll just put myself like in a corner somewhere.
I'm really glad Releve can't see the giant fucking shark under the water,
Yeah,
because she would have punched
and-
you in the nose.
I'm just gonna swim down within range of attacking that guy in my next turn.
Okay.
I love this so much. This is great.
But yeah, I'm just gonna get down in the water. Maybe make eyes with Uskar as the ghost Uskar. Yeah. And then can I move
I
the
mean,
shark?
Yeah, I feel like certain parts, like half the shark is going to be out of the water just flopping around, and the parts where it's only 4 feet
Really?
deep, but
The water's not that deep. Whoops.
4 to 8 feet deep. It ranges in depth from 4 to 8 feet. So the 8 feet parts you should be fine, but the parts where it's 4, you're like flopping around on the surface.
Wow.
Giant crab instead.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
I could do a crab. I thought it was deeper.
4 to 8 feet. All right. Anything else from Adso?
No.
Relevant.
I like being an invisible shark that's halfway out the water.
Oh god! So the water's just like splashing and flying around everywhere. No one can see why.
So he's like tilted the boat to the side.
Right. So
where
I'm gonna go ahead and say that it just went ahead and capsized the boat. It's still workable, but it's definitely upside down now.
We're not using that.
Is Nathaniel still leaking?
No.
Okay. She's super offended though that this ghost thing made her human leak, so she's going to climb on this super cool invisible island, and she's going to cast Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Shit, we don't have a paladin or a cleric. No one has turned undead right now. Son of a-
Dex save result is only a 4.
Whee! And again, she's gonna roll up her sleeves so that her bracers are visible and do it again.
Jeez, who gave you such an OP magic item?
I don't know, but he made a mistake.
It does succeed on the save that time.
Okay, 13's still good. I'll take it.
Okay.
What am I standing on? She's just like bouncing on it.
It's all rubbery. Okay, Nathaniel, you're up.
Shark. I'm a shark.
I feel like Adso is making this face as a shark. I'm done.
All
I'm
right.
done.
Yeah, I'm clearly in left shark land right now.
Nathaniel, while he wishes he could look and see what's going on here, has this thing that won't just stop screaming at him, but keeps on attacking his hit points, so he's gonna take a few swings.
It's a good hit.
For 8 slashing damage.
Okay.
And we're going to try to repeat the process.
Hits.
For 12 slashing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, sorry, I accidentally hit it twice. The first
No
one was
worries, all
left.
good.
My apologies. And then the Still Defender is going to again attempt to punch a ghost. Maybe.
Right, succeeds once more.
20. Yeah, 20. Okay, so let's roll that. 5 force damage.
Okay.
How's this one ghost do we have in a corner looking?
It's getting there. It's looking a little rough.
Slowly going back to second death.
Indeed. Anything else?
I believe that's it for the time being.
Okay. All right, Nathaniel. That is going to be a 22 to hit with its foretelling touch.
As that comes in, he is going to just press a little button on his gauntlet and fire up the shield spell.
All right. Brings us to Alistair.
Rinse and repeat.
Blasty blast.
Pew pew.
Move to here. Blast away.
Okay. Good hit.
16.
For 16. Awesome. That
Ooh, I
does
think I
not
missed
hit.
that time. I will then expend 2 more sorcery points to quicken Eldritch Blast.
All right. Oh no.
And miss again. And that one hits,
That
though,
one
for
hits,
another
okay.
10.
So you netted one full Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
Beautiful.
I had to miss eventually.
That does bring us around to Adso.
Okay, the giant shark is gonna go back and just chomp on this guy.
In
Yeah.
Yeah. Just starts to move under Releve.
Whee!
All right, so you're making a bite attack.
Yeah, making a bite attack.
It's missing hit points. Yeah, we'll allow. Okay. Oh, it crits.
Oh wait, are you rolling for me?
Yeah, because how often do you plan on turning into a giant shark? Because I use them a lot, so I don't want to give you
Not
access to them.
often.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it did crit with a
Okay.
29 and does 33 points of piercing.
Okay.
Although its attacks are not magical.
Nope. So
Okay.
roar. Ba 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 ba. And I bite, and then that's
And I bite.
turn.
All right, relevant.
Brooks is gonna go in a safe
Oh, good.
corner.
Super excited that her invisible moving island took her closer to the thing. And she's going to cantrip or something. Sorry, I'm thinking about it. Let's do guiding bolt again. That
Okay.
was fun.
That's a hit. And 16 does obliterate that ghost.
Yay!
Now,
Oh, team!
bubbles rise up from beneath as Uskar is still stuck at the bottom of the pool. We'll drop out of
Sure.
initiative.
Blub,
God,
blub,
I hope
blub.
it's from, God, I hope it's from his held breath.
So I'm gonna try and salvage Uskar from the thing.
Okay, what exactly do you do?
Can I try and swallow him?
Oh god.
Well, yeah. I would assume some bites would be in order first.
Okay. So shall I bite him to drag him? The turn is just.
I do have a question.
Yeah. So
I
Uskar's at
don't-
the bottom of the water right now. I am going to start
Hey,
a
Releve's
real
gonna
life.
cast levitate because
I
get
am
him
going
out.
to start a real life 4-minute timer.
I have one question because I honestly have no clue, but I suspect the character might know with a 18 intelligence.
Okay. What do you want to know?
I think dispel magic would only work if this was a spell.
Yeah, it's Dispel Good and Evil that works on it. That's a
Okay.
5th level spell.
Okay. Okay, I did not know. I thought that was right, but I was like, if this would have worked, I'm gonna feel like I was like, I will feel like a dumbass.
Yeah. Nah. I'm just gonna bite on Uskar and just drag him
Okay, drag him where?
to where Alistair was.
Okay.
And hope I heard that there was Shore over there.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage on a bite attack from the shark, or I'll do ahead and do it.
Well, he has to roll an attack still, technically, doesn't he?
I mean, he's trying to grab a hold of you, so he would just keep rolling until he hits.
Hmm.
Do you want to be dead?
I mean, and literally anyone else could drag Uskar out of there. Like,
Yeah. Like outside, just what?
Oh.
The stuff
Well,
from a stuff
I
you
said a
just grab
couple
hold.
times
Right.
that she's gonna cast levitate.
Nice. Okay, so Adso's just like
Oh.
opening his mouth, like I've got him.
I have no more intelligence score.
Oh god. Yeah, so
Okay.
Uskar just flies out of the water and he's just hanging in the air.
Okay, so Uskar rises up and out of the water.
Okay, and then we just bat him until
Milk candy falls out?
until he
not.
moves to the land.
Just
Okay.
Nathaniel,
Floating him like a
Grow,
balloon, tie a
grow.
string to his ankle.
yeah. Well, that's actually what I was gonna do. Just fly up with wing boots, tie
Okay.
a rope to either ankle or arm, and then just haul him over.
So, the very moment that you all pass through this threshold right there, the ghost pops out and begins to scream and shout, and I will say that it can try one possession before you all gang up on it and just absolutely obliterate it.
Oh, the shark! Oh, the shark! Possess the shark!
Possess the shark. I'm just gonna go with whoever was closest. So that would be Uskar. No, so that would be Nathaniel. Would have been closest if Adso's still a shark.
On it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Nathaniel, it does attempt to possess you. Charisma save.
Balls.
Okay, you do succeed.
I actually rolled well. Thank God.
Nice. You do succeed, and you all manage to dogpile this spirit until it does go down eventually.
Uskar's just gonna punch it in the face over and over and over again.
Okay, everybody. So, now that chamber emptied, the ghost's unable to follow you any further into the cavern than right there. We're gonna go ahead and take our break now, and when we come back, you all can explore Zikrin's laboratory.
Okay.
This is awesome.
Awesome.
All right.
BRB, y'all.
Yep. All right, everybody. So, welcome back. You all have just defeated all of the specters that were inhabiting this particular portion of this cave mouth entrance, dragging one of your possessed friends through the threshold into the tidal runoff pool, noticing that the ghosts could not follow any further. Having the ghost expelled from your compatriot, you all now find yourselves in a strange bit of area. The tidal chamber is filled with water up to quite a considerable depth. Its ceiling is another 10 feet above the water's surface. There's a large opening at the east that leads to another chamber, and a lip along the bottom edge of that opening prevents water from proceeding any further in. There are more large claw marks visible along that lip.
Uskar's not happy about being in the water, so he's heading to the land.
I'm Oh, a sec. I gotta check something right quick because I am down from 93 hit points down to 55. Very sweetie.
Oh, I was on mute. What is this right here?
So that is a pile of busted up furniture. There's a bed bundled up in there, some bookshelves. It appears to just be a pile of cast
There's an
aside
apple.
items. So I'll describe the chamber for you. The chamber appears to have been dug out of the surrounding stone. The floor is slick with moisture but not flooded. The place does appear to have once been a bedroom. Stains on the floor mark where there was once a bed, a desk, a table, and chairs, but the splintered remains of all of that furniture have been pushed into a corner. There is a large wooden and iron reinforced door to the north. Mounted on the wall next to the door, seemingly untouched, is a shelf of books and scrolls. It has been filled with colorful covers and attractive shades of parchment.
Any of them useful?
Do you go through the bookshelf?
Fine. I am no longer shark. And now I am a weak and slightly battered human. and go through them.
If we want to look around here, while we're doing that, I'm going to use Aura Vitality.
Oh, nice.
Basically, with Aura Vitality, I meant to actually just do the text. Hold on. Well, that already did the, until the spell ends, I have an aura that moves with me, centered on me. I can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura, including me, to regain 2d6 hit points. So basically 10 shots of 2d6 healing.
Okay, so that's enough to get everybody up there, right? For a full minute.
That should be. I'm going to use probably quite a bit of this on myself due to the fact that I went from 90 something to 55. How injured are everybody?
I'm down 16.
Okay.
I'm at 80. I'll be all right.
Okay, I'm going to do another casting of this to. My second shot of this will be going to Adso. For 6 healing. Number 3 to Releve. For 5. Alistair did not take any damage, correct?
I took 13 damage. Help Adso first.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking. I'm going to do another one for myself. For another 9. One to Adso. One stroke for 7. One to Releve for 4, so it gets me to 6. So another to myself for 6.
Good. What, 2 more or 3 more?
3 more. One to Adso for 6. How many hit points are you missing?
Good. I'm only down 2.
How much is Adso missing?
About 20.
Oh god.
Okay, so we'll do 1. So that takes 9 of them away, and we'll give you 5. There we go.
Yeah, that puts me near full.
I'm not at full, but 79's a whole lot better than 55.
Indeed.
We need our Dragonborn with his staff of healing.
He's busy keeping the safe.
Yep. During all this, I will expend one of my 4th level spell slots to regain 4 sorcery points.
Okay.
Okay, guys, are we going to try to go through this door immediately?
Probably check out the books first.
Yeah.
Checking out books.
Okay. Investigation checks from whoever's checking out the bookshelf.
Alrighty.
Who's going
I
to
would
help
not mind
look?
looking at it. I would not mind looking
Womp.
at it, just in case you never know.
Oh, I tried.
So collectively, you all are able to determine that there is really no rhyme or reason to the organization of the books and scrolls on that shelf. There's ship logs with daily entries from various different ships. The scrolls are mostly navigational charts, probably from the same ships. Pages are wrinkled from being underwater. They appear pretty worthless. They're pretty, though. All of them are very colorful.
Oh,
Well, so what can I tell about this door up here?
It's a wooden door reinforced with iron. Doesn't appear to be barred or locked or anything, just closed. At least not from this side. It doesn't appear to be barred or locked.
Well, as we are sitting here, I am going to.
Are we doing a short rest? Is that why we're sitting?
A short
No.
rest would be nice, but like, is there anything that says this is dangerous?
Other than the large claw marks coming up out of the water into this room.
Yeah, but like into the room with the iron door, right?
No, into the room we're in.
No, I
So
thought the
who knows what's on the other side of that door, other than a laboratory.
If there were a dragon on this side of the door, we'd know by now.
Seems true.
You would think.
are there any invisible dragons?
Releve is just walking around swinging her arms out.
Well, okay. Grumps is gonna do invisibility.
Everybody make a
sweep.
dex save. No.
Okay.
You're not funny.
Oh, he's the funniest.
What'll it be, y'all?
I can Song of Rest if people need it.
We just did all that healing, so we should probably just
Yeah.
keep
Because,
moving.
Yeah.
But,
In that case, I activate my Rod of the Pact Keeper and get back my spell slot.
Releve is going to say a little prayer to Sune.
I'm just gonna pet Grumps and just like, we need a short rest to give you spells.
Dear Sune, how are you?
It is me, Releve.
I miss you.
If we want to go through, do you want me to have the Steel Defender try to open the door?
Make a can. Does that help?
Him or the guy with the 22 armor class, one of the two.
Okay, I'll just have the Steel Defender try to open it in that case.
Fantastic. As soon as the steel defender creaks the door open, as soon as it's open, even just like an inch or two, it opens easily with no resistance. It's not locked or anything. But you do hear a massive inhalation of breath from the other side of that wall. You all can feel the air
Dive.
suctioning in through the openings of the door, and then a large, enormous thunderclap. I need the Steel Defender and Uskar to make dexterity saving throws as you all see and hear this thunderclap, and a bolt of lightning strikes the door. The door absorbs the impact, though, and sends the door flying through the space.
Would you say it's been less than 10 minutes since we were in that fight?
It's probably been more.
Damn it. Okay.
Dexterity saving throws.
Hey.
Look at that. Okay, so the Steel Defender takes 33 bludgeoning damage from the door. Luckily, the door absorbed the brunt of the lightning damage, but it does send the door flying through the space. Uskar, you take half of that, so 16 points of bludgeoning damage as the door comes blasting through the space, and you all get a look inside, and you see, rising from the center of the room is a circular stone dais that has obvious grooves set into the side to accommodate a device of some kind. Although, that is not what is sitting atop the dais. Instead is a bronze-scaled dragon wearing a crown that has been designed from coral, and it booms into the room, and it says, "Depart, thieves! I have claimed this place."
Oh gosh.
And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, fuck's the right word.
Remember, some of us are charming people. We might be able to talk to it.
Okay.
The still defender looks up, slightly smoking, with the questioning on his face.
Okay. So,
Oh no, I had the still defender selected, not Nathaniel.
The same thing.
Heck, it's the same thing. Okay.
Adso,
I'm up.
it takes a posture of readiness atop the day as it rests on and kind of leans its neck down and lets loose a deep growl in the direction of the door. What do you do?
I'm gonna pop Pago down there and drop him in. And he's gonna do a 2 death touch.
Whips around and roars in Pago's face.
Oh. Expected as much.
18 hits.
Okay. Okay, 9 necrotic. I'm suspecting as a dragon he's immune to fear effects.
No.
No, he's not? Okay. DC 17.
Wisdom?
Yep, wisdom.
It looms up over Pagarago and just lets loose one of those clicking, slow growls from deep within its throat. It is very not afraid.
Oh, well, we could always try. 17 hit?
17 does not hit.
We found its AC, guys. 18's what's beat. Yeah, that's turn.
Okay. The dragon continues its defensive posture, looking around and growling, and... the walls themselves seem to start to gain moisture as the entirety of the space fills with a deep fog. Furthermore, Adso, at the end of your turn, the dragon is going to whip its tail around and try to crush Pagarago against the rocks.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit with the tail.
Ouch, yeah, that hits.
For 16 bludgeoning.
Okay.
I should probably just pop this out. There we go. Okay, so as far as the fog is concerned, it's essentially a fog cloud spell. So that does have some obscuring effects. I'll put it in the chat right now so y'all can see what it does.
I believe that's heavily obscured, which means we can't see it.
Oh, I know it's there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did it go?
You can't fool Uskar.
It hit me with a damn door. I'm not happy.
It just fills the entire space, though. Okay. Releve, what do you do?
Did you skip
Oh, did I skip someone?
Nathaniel?
Yes, Nathaniel, you're up.
Yeah, the still defender is going to move a little bit to the side and use its repair feature. So I can roll 2d8 plus 4 to give it a few more hit points back. 12. Nathaniel, in contrast, is just kind of text of that spell again right quick. Area's heavily obscured, less with vibration. That changes up my plan a bit. On heavily obscured, that means I'm not. Does that mean it takes out all sight, or?
Yup.
A creature effectively suffers the blinded condition.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Scar.
Okay.
So in short, creatures are effectively blinded while in and interacting with a heavily obscured area, which means they fail ability checks that require sight, they have disadvantage on attack rolls, and attack rolls against them are made with advantage.
Yeah, but he's gonna have disadvantage because he's in it. So.
I bet he has blind sight though, because he's a dragon.
Sure.
That he does, 60 feet of it.
Okay.
Anything else from Nathaniel?
Well. Sorry, I'm just having to kind of check the text
No,
of
you're
the
good.
spell or two, just because. Because all of them have the little rider of
You can
that
see.
you can see. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, wait a minute, let me double check here, man. Let me double check here, because
Who's got Gust?
Surprisingly, I do not.
Right, I was about to say, maybe the
I was-
Urgenasi?
I was hoping you did.
I thought Urgenasi did as one of their innate things.
I don't see it on my list.
Oh, look.
Or am I thinking of tridents?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any expanded spells.
Nope.
Cool.
Okay.
Probably should have it.
Probably should. I mean, it would make sense thematically, but what you gonna
Yeah.
Complain to you guys.
do?
No. Air Genasi, no shocking grass cantrip. Starting at level 3, they can get Feather Fall without requiring material components, and at level 5, they can cast Levitate spell with this trait without requiring material components.
Nice.
And you're resistant to lightning damage.
Well, that's
So,
good.
Yeah, that's pretty good for you.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
And I don't have to breathe.
Also good.
I think all what Nathaniel is going to do, since he thing hollered about how we were thieves, is just yell out, "We aren't thieves! We were looking for the wizard who used to be here."
You can use your action to make a persuasion check at disadvantage, unfortunately.
Oh, and his already sucks, but so...
As one of you, as it has already been engaged in combat. Okay. Okay. It roars and says, "Lies! Leave this place, intruder." That is your action, Nathaniel. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it for the time being.
Okay.
I had to try.
Yep, absolutely. At the end of your turn, Nathaniel, it does lash out once more at Pogorogo. Its tail.
Because it has legendary and lair actions.
It is a 28 to
Pogo.
hit.
Gosh, yeah, that hits.
12 more bludgeoning to Pogo.
Okay, he's still up. Go,
Relevant, you're up.
Pogo, take those hits.
So with a 19, it didn't believe him?
Nathaniel had disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Releve is going to move up, just like stand aside. And literally in front of this thing sink into a curtsy and just like, is it a girl dragon or a boy dragon? What are we talking here?
The voice is definitely deep, masculine.
Okay, so then she's just going to like, oh, sir, we are not thieves, I promise. We only are looking for the previous owner of this laboratory. Obviously, it's yours now, but surely someone as great and powerful as yourself might be able to steer us in the right direction. We're looking for, what's his name, Zicky?
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. It was very good, but you all have actively engaged it in combat, so it'll after a round or two, we might lift the disadvantage. But for now, these persuasion checks are still being made at disadvantage. Okay.
With a
I'm
20.
willing to toss a flash of genius to jump that to out.
24.
The fog in the area slowly begins to lift.
I like your crown.
The fog in the area slowly begins to lift and fade away. The dragon is still very apprehensive. It hunkers down in the back of its cavern.
So pull back, Pogo Rogo.
Okay. Pogo's just gonna
It
float
kind
on
of-
over next to me.
So Pogorogo's a frog, right?
Yep.
The dragon's definitely gonna tail smack it as he tries to leave.
What do you have against frogs?
Nothing against frogs in particular, other than the fact that this one was just stabbing him. It's a 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
For 20 bludgeoning.
Yeah, that takes him out.
So, as Pokorogo tries to hop back, the dragon just, like, very casually just whips its tail around and smacks him in the face. He looks back and then looks back towards all of you.
That was a good shot.
Yeah.
So, electricity crackling
You
in its
hear Usha
jaws.
say, the frog deserved it.
He's my little boy, though.
Look how you
Oh, you-
massacred my boy! Alright. So it's still hunkering low. It's still most definitely on guard. But it says the wizard left here days ago. You have no
Oh.
business here.
Crap.
Where'd he go?
Says that he knows not and cares not. First off, ain't he pretty? Ain't he a handsome boy?
Very pretty.
That's a nice crown.
Right?
I thought it was mushrooms for a hot sec, and
Definitely
got
a mid-
scared.
Definitely used Mid-Journey.
Oh
for that,
no!
didn't you?
Right, he's got mushrooms growing out of his brain. That would be the light bulb.
Terrible.
The light bulb. Thank you, Adso.
Is that another mid-journey?
Wait.
Wait.
I gave him an idea.
That you most certainly did.
No.
Ooh, we're gonna modify the Elder Brain stat block for that one. For the Elder Brain Dragon stat block for that. That's gonna be fun.
I quit. I will
actually,
telepathic. Go ahead.
actually, I did have a question. You
Sure.
said that the DS that the dragon was resting on had some sort of grooves or something for some sort of mechanical device.
Indeed.
Would this? I have a suspicion, but I figured probably most to see if the character would know it or not.
Okay.
My suspicion is this may be where our the guy we're after was testing essentially some sort of cannon, correct?
That is accurate.
Could this be the thing that it had been mounted upon?
From where you're standing, you certainly can't tell.
Wants to ask the dragon to move.
Sir, we don't want to take anything, but can we take a look around to see if he or any hints to where his dumbass might have gone?
So, as you say that, Uskar, it takes one very intentionally ground-shaking step forward and roars and says, "You shall not set one hand on my horde." looking
But
around,
I
there's no
vis-
treasure here. It's just books and other stuff like that. That being said, you all do see some piles that look like they are actually recent manuscripts and stuff in the back of the chamber. Uskar, you could try a persuasion check.
Don't do it.
So, as Uskar is speaking, Releve, would you like to interject?
Yes,
and
I think I might.
Okay.
I think I might.
So go ahead and you can go and ask what you'd like to.
I'm going to draw the attention to the notches on the dais, and we believe he might have some sort of weapon. We don't need to tell them that. We've already seen the weapon. But some of the manuscripts behind you, would you be so kind as to allow us to look at them?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Do you say anything else?
Your Grace.
Okay. So how would you assist, Alistair?
So I would be telepathically letting him know that where we are from, i.e. Candlekeep,
Yeah.
and that once we have found our quarry, that I will do my best to bring him a new book to add to his hoard.
So, Releve, as you're saying that, he slowly begins to step off of the dais, and you see his frills kind of laying back down. He's obviously beginning to calm quite a bit, and then he does step away from the dais, and immediately after that, Alistair would begin his part of the conversation, and his ears, like the ridges along the side of his head next to his ears, would perk up, and then he would immediately hunker back down and lay them back flat. He's like, You can definitely tell without an insight check that piqued his interest, and he is now trying to hide his excitement.
Ooh, Releve also has a book from Candlekeep, if I remember correctly. Is the dragon interested in a slightly used copy of the DSM-5?
Do any of you have a book that you could give to him? Does anybody have any of the books in their possession?
Yep.
What do you got?
The DSM-5. She took it from Candlekeep like her third or fourth session.
So you have the.
Oh.
I remember you talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
You carry that with you.
Yeah,
Uskar
she's learning about people.
Uskar has a book as well.
So what book do you have, Uskar?
The
We'll come
Yellow
back.
No,
Crest?
well we've got the book for the book from the Yellow Crest with her diary, but he's also got the book on how to recover lost memories.
So do you all present these books to him?
Not
Yeah.
the Yellow Crest one, but definitely the book on lost memories.
So he would step down from the DS all the way now, and he would approach and examine them, and he would be quite pleased with all of this. And he asks if you would leave these with him, then he'd be more than happy to let you poke around in Zikrin's old files, see what you can find, but you have to give him your word that you will not take anything from here.
Uskar would set the
Yeah.
book down like somewhere by the dragon. She'd be like, "Yep, here."
Has anybody entered the room yet? I see you all just hanging by the door. Who's inside?
Releve is.
I'll slip in right here.
She's gonna
Yeah.
put the book down for him and then hug his leg.
Yeah. I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna leave.
All of your
out.
hair immediately stands up on end from the electricity.
Awesome.
Alistair also has a number of other books, and he can't think of a safer place for them to reside than with a bronze dragon.
Fantastic. Okay.
And those books, Alistair will have to go into his bottle to retrieve them. But those books are the Yellow Crest Library.
Oh, right. Oh. Okay. So as Alistair goes into his bottle and begins coming back with stacks and stacks of books, Ashkerlin, he would introduce himself at that point and say that his name is Ashkerlin. And I'm sorry, Ashkerlith. And He is butter in your hands at this point. He is just
Wow.
absolutely. He is scooping books towards him. He's like doing his. You can tell he's a very prideful creature. He's doing his absolute best to not just roll around in them and purr, but that is very close to happening.
Wow.
I
Okay.
would say that it is possible that in our investigations of this demonic fungal plague that is attacking the realms, that we may need to consult some of these books possibly in the future.
Says you're more than welcome to come back. So as far as the fungal plague and everything goes, he completely ignores that. Doesn't register for
Yeah.
him at all.
He
But
doesn't care.
he does not give a shit. But as far as your request to be able to access and peruse these books, with the generous contributions you've made to his hoard, I believe Ashgarlith would be quite amenable to that. You all would be more than welcome to come back to this place and peruse the books if you need to.
While everyone's perusing, Uskar's going to take a seat in the corner and pull out his flask.
And then we need to look at Wizard's papers if we may
Everyone
have
else?
permission.
While everyone else is looking at the papers, Releve is going to be just very excitedly introducing herself, pointing out everyone else in the room, what their names are, where they're from, what species they are. She is just talking up a storm.
Fantastic.
Oh god.
Ashgarlith is just eating it up. He is a very friendly boy now that he is not trying. Now that he does not see the need to defend his hoard.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, he's a bronze dragon. He's lawful good. He loves company. He's just the goodest of boys.
Oh,
Love this so much.
we've got a pet dragon.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he didn't lightning breath anybody. He hit the door intentionally as a warning. Just like a get the fuck out of here type of thing. So. But yeah. Okay, so. So Ashgarlith doesn't know much, unfortunately. Personally, he doesn't know a whole lot. All he knows is that Zikrin was gone when he arrived. He knew this place was once the hideaway of a wizard. And so when he came out and when he recently reached adulthood, he's only 102 years old. So he is very recently an adult dragon.
Well,
Or is it-
I'm very glad I didn't have to put you in a microwave.
Do you say that out loud?
Please don't.
No. I will ask. We heard tales that dragons were attracted to Zikram.
Drawn to.
What?
Drawn to Zikram.
Oh, okay.
Drawn to Zikram, yes. I said attracted to, yeah. Yeah, we're drawn to Zikram and where he worked. Is that why you came here?
So he would say that he supposes he has seen several of his kind loitering around and keeping an eye on Zikrin. He always assumed it was because of the elemental magics that he played with, and the dragons wanted to make sure that he didn't cause any major trouble for the ecosystem. Others might have been jealously waiting for him to depart so they could, or maybe even raid his lab. Ashgarlith says that he is very happy to be the lucky one that actually managed to get in here before anybody else. But he would say that, yeah, there has been a few other dragons hanging out around. He doesn't know exactly why. Only one chromatic. One, he would probably call them one of his ill-tempered brothers or something along those lines. But there was one chromatic dragon, a blue dragon, that seemed to hang around close to the place right up until the day Zikrin left.
Can we ask our genie friend if that means something specific to him, a blue dragon?
Oh, we
Yeah.
can't make sure we don't give him that book.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
If
God, no.
Ashgarlith saw that book, he would just immediately start drooling.
Sorry, this one's alive.
You all have been more than generous, so while he would treasure a book with a live genie in it, he will not press.
Down, boy. Down.
I would assume that he would be against
Imprisonment.
slavery. And
Yeah, he most certainly is. So,
we have some papers to investigate.
yeah, so
Well,
Gazri
that's
Azam
an
would
Nathan
very
would do.
politely greet Ashkerlith, and they would do a very formal bowing to each other type of thing, mutual respect and whatnot. And Gazri Azam would say that when they first met, Zikrin had always bragged about rescuing a baby blue dragon. Although he always just assumed it to be just that, just boastful bragging, not any sense of truth to it. But if this dragon says that there was a blue dragon hanging around, it could very well be the one that he saved all those years ago.
How large was this dragon when you saw it?
He would say not much younger than himself.
Okay.
So as you'll search through the library, the cave contains several tables covered with intricate machinery and crafting tools. Bookshelves are filled with books and dioramas, freestanding chalkboards and wooden frames displaying arcane formulas. Though only smudges and streaks of chalk remain, it looks like he kind of took his sleeve and wiped it all off. It was very clear that he hastily left this place, like very much in a hurry. Now, let's go ahead and get investigation checks, investigators.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh, look at that. That is a nice, pretty green color right there. Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So as you're poring over these books, you're able to glean a whole lot of information. The most interesting of which comes from Zikrin's own personal diary, which you find among the other books and do happen to discover. This old diary tells the tale of a paranoid and lonely old man. In this diary, Zikrin writes about a rival named Kravis Undwilm, who sought the location of this laboratory. He also writes of a new mentor from Candlekeep, a man who would finally allow Zikrin to achieve the glory he deserves. He doesn't name this mentor. However, he does say that his mentor recently warned Zikrin that Kravis was searching for him. Fear of discovery prompted Zikrin to pack up and leave in a hurry. As you're going through all of that, Gazri Azam would reveal that Kravis was once an adventuring wizard who traveled with Zikrin for quite some time. Kravis and Zikrin traveled together for several years before Kravis was recruited by the library. Zikrin was always terribly jealous of his old partner, as Candlekeep would not accept this deceptive and brooding Genasi. Furthermore, a stray map. You get all the stuff, Ad, so it's fucking crit 29. Furthermore, as you're going through the rest of the stuff, well, go ahead and. Do any of you have anything to say about this connection to Kravis? Before we move on, anything else you find in here?
Thought he was a jerk. Who knew he was the good guy?
Absorb.
So? Okay, so moving on then. Going through the notes and everything, you do find a stray map that describes a route to a mountain range farther south, labeled the Cloud Peaks. A particular mountain is circled in ink with the word "here" with a question mark beside it. Gazri Azam would be able to tell you all that the Cloud Peaks were home to a clan of cloud giants centuries ago. The giants occupied a keep near the top of the mountain that is circled on that map. He says that, well, Ashkerlith would actually kind of chime in and say that if the ruins are still there, Ashkerlith knows that place to be a place of great elemental power.
Days it's gonna perk up.
Elements.
Well,
Now, the last thing that you find, Adso, as you're going through all of this information, going through all of these scrolls and books, is diagrams that show the structure and inner workings of a magical cannon powered by
Oh.
elemental air.
Oh.
Though its function as a cannon is obvious, Adso, after a DC 25 to uncover this, you do begin to understand the images well enough to understand what it is for. It is a dispersal device. It would be able to let loose a cloud. Original intention, a cloud of elemental air that could cover hundreds of square miles.
But given the sort of stuff that we've been encountering,
The modifications do indicate that it is meant to distribute spores.
Yay.
we have got to intercept this and
Yeah.
put a stop to it.
This is bad. Real bad.
And we're going to call it a session there, everyone.
So we're after Professor Dusseldorf or whatever his name is.